Hello to you all. Welcome to the Next Generation Role Model Show. I'm your host, Victoria Summer. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am super excited with our newest guest, who I happen to see on Instagram because he posted the most inspirational video, which I got sent by one of my role models. And he was talking about the fact that he was bullied at school, and he talked about what was said to him. He talked about how it made him feel. And then he talked about how he got over it and how he made great friends and how he became inspired to be himself. And I watched that video and I thought to myself, I want to be his friend. I'm going to make sure that I'm his friend. And I could not wait to meet him and have him on the show today. So the good news is that he said yes. He's joining me on the show today. And this young gentleman is coming to us live from the UK. He's 12 years old and he is a level 2 elite Southwest champion gymnast. And his name is Riley Rue Simmonds, and he is 12 years old. Come in, Riley.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to the Next Generation Role Model Show.
Thank you.
We're super excited to have you here today. And as I was explaining to our viewers, I was very, very excited to watch your video. And I think that was really brave for you to make that video. And I'm sure that a lot of kids who are experiencing bullying at school will also find it inspiring. And I thought to myself that I just felt you had to be on this show, that you were just perfect. So I'm glad that you're our newest Next Generation role model. And what we want to know from you is, firstly, when did you first know that you wanted to be a gymnast?
I first knew I wanted to be a gymnast when I done my first competition, because it gave me a lot of inspiration to carry on, and I knew if I carried on I'd get far in life and get far in gymnastics.
Very good. And how old were you when you did that very first competition? You're 12 now.
I was 5 years old.
5 years old. Incredible, incredible. Okay, well, what you're doing on social media is obviously you're using your platform to speak out. And I want to know a little bit about that, because you're obviously building a great fan base there on Instagram. How do you intend to use your platform to give hope to your generation and inspire other kids?
I want to use my platform to inspire other kids by showing them that you do not have to be perfect to fit in, or that you should never give up, because if you give up, then you won't get anywhere and you want to quit because you can't do something. But when you do that one thing, you get adrenaline and it feels amazing.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that you get a big adrenaline rush from doing gymnastics.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've seen some of your videos and you're so talented. How has social media impacted your career?
Social media has impacted my career because I've got a lot more comfortable, and I feel more confident in myself, because when I didn't do social media, I felt really nervous about taking pictures and doing videos on cameras and stuff like that.
So it's helped you be more confident.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Well, that's great. That's a really great plus point for social media. And obviously you're here on the show and you're doing a great job in your interview. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about what advice you have for other kids who want to be gymnasts.
Kids who want to be gymnasts at the start, you should never give up, because when you can't do something, it feels like they want to give up, and then they want to quit. So they just got to keep on carrying on, and then they realize that you don't have to do everything first try. So you just keep on carrying on and then you don't give up and you carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's interesting because obviously it can be tough at first. And that's obviously the first main hurdle is just, keeping following your passion. That's really important.
Yeah.
Tell me about peer pressure and negativity, because obviously that's how I found you to be on the show. Is you came out with this fantastic video, and I want you to talk a little bit, if you're fine with it, about peer pressure and negativity that you feel from your business and what you do.
There's a lot of negativity on my pages. But I don't listen to that because it just brings you down. I listen to the positive attitude because it gives you positive energy. And I listen to people who love you because that's the people who push you further and further. So I don't listen to negative people.
There you go. You heard it from Riley Rue. Don't listen to the negative people. Let's talk about where you see yourself in 10 years from now. So you're 12 years old. Where will you be when you're 22? It seems really far off, but let's put those goals there.
Hopefully I will be competing for Olympic gold medal and helping others who need help and trying to create world peace.
I love it. So not only do you want a gold medal for yourself, but you also want world peace, which is another point of being a next generation role model, is not only fighting for your dreams and being a leader for the next generation, but it's also wanting to help others. Let's talk a little bit about rejection, because it can't be easy when you're a gymnast, because there must be, especially with the Olympics, there must be so many kids that want to do gymnastics or that want to be even in your position now. How do you cope with rejection?
I cope with it by using it as a positive energy and using it to keep me pushing on and keep on doing something.
Keep on pushing on and to keep you doing it. Yeah, that's interesting, because I've often felt the same way about my career. I've often felt like sometimes some of the biggest knockbacks have pushed me even further. So I think that's really, really smart of you. What does being a role model or a youth leader mean to you?
It means a lot because there's kids and adults or even teenagers are looking up to me and they want to be like me and do gymnastics and have a big page on their social media.
Yeah, and that's something that you've obviously grown over time. How long have you been doing Instagram for, Riley? A while?
4 years.
About 4 years. Wow. So you've really done well to grow your following so fast. I mean, that's really, really incredible. Let's talk about sacrifices, because, to be a top level gymnast, it must take a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of training. I know for me, acting is a bit like, the Olympics in a way, because a lot of people want to do it and only the best get to be at the top, and it's tough. So what kind of sacrifices have you made to get to where you are today?
There's a lot of sacrifices. I've sacrificed myself hanging out with my friends, the time, the injuries, the list goes on and on, but it's all worth it at the end.
Yeah, it's all worth it. Wow. So you've obviously, you've had injuries, because of course that comes with the territory, I suppose, of being a gymnast.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your videos are super impressive of you at being at the gym. I mean, some of the things that you do, I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe it. It's really, really an incredible career to have. And to start so young and to know exactly what you want to do at 12 years old and to be so passionate about that. How do other kids at school react to you? We've talked about the negativity. Let's talk about kids in general.
The people at school, in my new secondary school, they just treat me as normal because not many of them know that I've got a big Instagram following, and they just treat me as Riley, like a normal kid.
That's great. And I'm guessing that's how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Now let's talk about role models. I would like to know, who is your favorite role model? And if you met them, what would you want to do with them?
My favorite role model is Joe Fraser because he is uh oh, what was it again? He was the British champion on P-bars, and he's going to the Olympics this year.
Oh, wow. How old is he, Riley?
He's 22, I think.
Wow, so he's quite young. He's not as old as you, but
Mm.
he's basically your goal for 10 years time.
Yeah.
Because he's 22. Oh, wow. And he's going to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Incredible. So if you met him, what would you do with him?
I would love to spend as much time as I can with him, training and taking tips from him, because I reckon he could get me good, well, even better than I am right now. And he'll give me a lot of inspiration to carry on.
That's incredible. And have you met him yet?
Yes, I've met him once, but that was at a competition.
I see. Okay, so it was just a question of you saying hi and shaking hands
Yeah.
at a competition. Okay, great. Now let's talk about your charity work. Lastly, but most importantly, let's talk about how you want to help others, because I know that you're very passionate about this. What charity do you like to support and why?
I like to support Homeless House, Birthmark Charity, Young Minds, Ben Concealer Trust, because they're like people. That's what like people go through. Like Birthmark Charity is what I got. They like get bullies about their birthmarks and stuff. So I want to help them. And then Homeless House is the people that are homeless. The Young Minds is like mental health for young people, and so is the Ben Concealer Trust, but for older people. Um, I like to help those because that's like what people's been going through at the moment because of COVID. And yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of charities there. That's amazing. Really incredible. Well, we're really, really happy to have you as a part of the Next Generation Role Model family. We really are. And we're so inspired by you and for you being so incredibly brave. Because of your bravery, you inspire others and you're leading them to also be their best selves. And like you say, be you, which is really important. So many kids, I'm sure, will be able to tune into the show and listen to your story and be inspired by you and how you live your life. So thank you.
Thank you too.
And thank you for helping all the charities that you do. And we would love to stay in touch with you and definitely see you at our next in-person event, because we're planning on having some in-person events very soon.
I would love to as well.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thanks for coming to us live from Bristol, and say hi to your mum and your uncle and all the family, and thanks for organising Riley being on the show today, and we'll stay in touch, and I'm very happy to be your new friend.
Me too.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, Riley. Take care. Keep inspiring others.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye.